IdahoSports.com's presentation of the 2016 1A Division I Real Dairy Shootout. The State Basketball Championships is brought to you in part by the Idaho High School Activities Association, serving the youth of Idaho since 1925. The United Dairymen of Idaho, where good comes from. Agri-Service. Together, we drive agriculture forward. Cable One, TV, phone, and internet. It's just common sense. Subway. Eat fresh. Valleywide Cooperative. Let us help you. The College of Idaho, celebrating 125 years of excellence. And by Westmark Credit Union. Everything you need. You're watching the 1A Division I Real Dairy Shootout, only on IdahoSports.com game streams. Presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the United Dairymen of Idaho.
And we welcome you to the Ford Idaho Center this morning at 11:30 Mountain Time for the 1A Division I Real Dairy Shootout Championship game between the Lapwai Wildcats and the Ambrose Archers. This game streams production brought to you by the Idaho High School Activities Association on IdahoSports.com and the United Dairymen of Idaho. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be joining us from. This is the dream matchup of the season between in the 1A Division I, because these are the top two teams who have been kind of on a collision course for 20-plus games. Everyone seems, even other coaches, opposing coaches have been hoping, well, if I can't get to the championship game, I sure hope it's Lapwai and Ambrose so I can at least see those two teams play against each other. It's number 1 and number 2 in the polls. Ambrose is 24-2 on the season. They're district champions from District 3. Lapwai is 22-0, have not lost since the championship game here a year ago on this floor to Prairie, and they are the District 2 champions. The Prairie Pirates made it to the state tournament. They were 2-out, so a completely different year. We'll have a new champion this year after Prairie won the last two. Lapwai feels like they're going to get it. Ambrose is playing for a coach who's coaching his last game for him after 11 years as being the head coach. A ton on the line in this matchup, and we're just so happy that you are here to experience it with us.
Yeah. It's absolutely great, Joe. We got 1 and 2, second one in a row this morning. The first one, Dietrich and Council, 1 and 2. You don't see that very often, not as often as you would think coming into the state championship game. Anything can go. Ambrose coach, his last game. What a storyline there. We got Lapwai hasn't lost in those jerseys that they're wearing now since they lost the championship game last year. And what a great storylines. This is going to be to see if Lapwai can run themselves into the state title, see if the Archers can shoot their way into a state title. This is going to be a great one.
I mean, this really is the premier matchup of the 1A Division I. I mean, really, Ambrose's only 2 losses came to 2 5A schools. The Centennial, which lost in the semifinals last night, and they lost by 4 points to Valley View in a game they probably should have won. They should have beat a 5A school. Last year, they beat a 4A school in Bishop Kelly. Right. And in fact, Lapwai's beaten 4A schools as well. They've beaten Moscow in the years past. And so these really, and this Lapwai team didn't lose a single player that played minutes off of that team that was state runners-up a year ago, which is why you would have high expectations for them.
That's really going to help. And Ambrose, they've been to state 3 times as well, 3 years in a row as well. So this is going to be a tremendous game. Could be potentially the best game we're going to see here the entire day.
Yes, we are really excited about this one. Let's take a look at the keys to victory if we can. We'll bring up first for Lapwai. Interesting, before the tournament started, I asked Coach Rebecca Miles, what are your keys to victory? She said, you know what, a lot of schools will take a look, well, we got to beat the pressure, we got to rebound and stuff like that. She rattled these off like in nothing flat, says you could do this for every single game. These are the keys for our victory every single time we step up on the floor. Respect, sportsmanship, and we want to play with attitude and integrity. And so I was like, wow, that's pretty great.
Yeah.
I said, can I use that for every game? She said, absolutely. We have it on our board. We use it for every game. So clearly, it's a bigger picture way of looking at things, but that's exactly how this team has gone out to a 22-0 season. For the Ambrose Archers, they want to dictate the tempo. They want to lock down defense and transition hoops, and I didn't put it on this sheet here, but I really think one of the keys for the victory for them today is they're playing for a coach who they love, who has indicated this is his last game coaching for them because he's taken on some more roles with the school, more time, got to spend some more time with his family, and they know this is his last game. They feel like this is their best shot at winning a state title after being in the state championship game 2 years ago in District 2.
I like the fact that the coach comes out and lets it be known that this is his last game. It's a great motivational tool to use, and if you're loved by your players and you have big players that are going to step up in a big-time situation like that, we'll see if that unfolds today as well.
Boy, they had a team last year they really felt was primed for the state championship, but they lost in the quarterfinals to Prairie, which ended up being the state champion last year, and they really were flat. And they played all season trying to avoid coming out flat in the first round of the state tournament, and they did. They accomplished it. They managed to get out there and just accomplish it. I think we're getting the academic state champions here from Prairie Pine, which just as well as their female counterparts were the academic state champions for 1A D1 for the girls side as well. So fantastic job scholastically.
3.669 GPA right there for those boys. That's awesome.
I feel like they win that every year. Seriously, that's what it feels like. That's just a testament to their school.
I look
the
at
kids
it,
they have.
and I see all the guys out there, and I see these high GPAs, and I always think to myself, well, they just got to be the starting 5, right? No, it's all 12, on the varsity, and it's, for the girls it was a 3.9, for the guys it's almost a 3.7. That's really impressive.
It is, and it's difficult the time you put in practice, extra hours. You're exerting your body. You go home, you want to eat, you want to just lay down, but you got homework, you got responsibilities, you got assignments. Kudos to all these guys for doing their schoolwork and being student athletes.
Most of you have joined us on idahosports.com before for some of our games. It is an interactive experience. If you'd like to send us something in the inbox, the shout-out inbox, then visit 1AD1 at idahosports.com.
That's right, yeah, 1AD1 at idahosports.com. We'll get that put up there on the screen for you for just a second. Include your name, who you're cheering for, and where you are watching from.
That is the voice of Matt Harris. Thank you very much for your help in the streaming broadcast. We're going to let you know who all the non-starters are, just like they are doing on the floor right now. For the Ambrose Archers, they're going to be in their light blue road uniforms. They're going to be the visitors on the scoreboard. Actually, here in the Idaho Center, they've got their names on the scoreboard, so a little bit different than we're at Valley View High School where the state tournament has been played. Non-starters for Ambrose under head coach Ken Hosier in his 11th year and final year coaching the Archers. Peyton Stewart wears number 0. He's a senior. Number 2 is Jonah Clausen, a senior. Number 11 is Matt Walsh, a senior. Number 12, Damia Shai is a senior. Number 32 is Reagan Good, a senior, and number 44 is Zach Wilson, a senior. For Lapwai, the non-starters are number 1, Bailey Peters. They're going to be in their home white uniforms. And there's a story behind that we'll get to as the broadcast goes along. The home white uniforms of the Lapwai Wildcats. Number 1, Bailey Peters, a junior. Number 2, Keith Kipp Jr., a sophomore. Number 4, Keenan Wheeler, a junior. Number 5, Amani Mitchell, a senior. I'm not sure if he wears 50 or 11 on the home uniforms, but Kendall Layton is a freshman. Number 21, Ethan Miles, a junior. 23 is Courage Lone Bear, a senior. Number 30, Peyton Sabota, a freshman. Number 34, Jose Ortiz, a junior, and number 44 is Jamison Hopkins, a junior, under head coach Rebecca Miles, who's in her 2nd year and coached this team to the state championship game a year ago. State runner-up finish, and then has them undefeated on the season, 22-0, back here in the state championship game for a 2nd straight year.
Don't see too many ladies coaching boys basketball. That's an awesome storyline.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I think maybe the only one I've seen that won a state championship was Paula Tucker. I believe it was Garden Valley several years ago. She was coaching the boys team And it was interesting. I remember we did a story with her because she was coaching the girls team the same year.
Right, she did that both boys and girls.
Boys and girls, yeah, the same year. Yeah,
Boy.
she was coaching both teams. I don't think they didn't both win the state tournament, but the boys did. And yeah, so I believe we've had one female coaching a boys state championship team before, but not the A1 or the 1A Division I level here. So this would be a first if Rebecca Miles happens to get the championship today. We're seeing the starting lineups for the Ambrose Archers starters, and again in their light blue road uniforms. Number 15, Jack Roberts, is a junior guard. Number 22, Jackson Hughes, is a junior guard. Number 23, Ethan Christensen, a sophomore guard. He was our player of the game in last night's semifinal. Travis Yenner, he's a player of the year candidate every time he steps on the floor. Number 30, he's a senior forward for the Archers. And another senior forward, number 33, Easton Beck, rounds out the starting lineups for the Ambrose Archers. For Lapwai, starting lineups, 00 is Tommy Miles Williams. He's a senior forward and the son of the coach. Emmett Taylor, number 3, he's a sophomore guard. Cameron Shaw, he's a junior guard, number 10. Number 24 is Ivory Miles Williams, also a son of the coach, brother to Tommy Miles Williams. He's a junior guard and forward. And number 32 is Savian Henry, a senior forward. And those are the starting lineups for the Lapwai Wildcats in their home white uniforms. Remember, make the memories made today. You can make them last a lifetime. You can own this state championship game on DVD because we know this is going to be a classic. Just click the Buy Now button on the top right of the webcast player. Follow the instructions. Ordering is fast and easy because you're going to want to watch this time a couple of times, and you can turn the sound down if you don't like the announcers.
We can always try to make a muted version. Just for you.
And we are underway here, the 1A Division I title. Look for pressure on both teams. Both teams like to apply the full court pressure. Interestingly enough, during the tournament, both teams would apply full court pressure even after a miss. That's how dedicated they are to applying pressure full court. And it is really the bread and butter of Lapwai.
You don't see that a whole lot when it comes to after misses. After makes, I get. After
a miss.
Wow.
You'll see him slap on the full court pressure trying to get the double team and the turnover. This is Travis Yenner, 6'7". Very good ball handle. He shoots almost 50% from three-point range.
Yeah, he has got a smooth shot for a 6'7" guy from outside. A variety of moves inside. Does it on rebounds, does it on assists, does it on steals. He has like a 5-tool star.
Yeah, when he gets inside the arc, he shoots 73% from the floor. Taylor missing early as they're trying to get the feeling of the Idaho Center. Again, it's always different here playing in the cavernous Idaho Center after playing in Valley View High School, where you've got a backdrop right behind the basket on both ends of the floor.
Right, you play your entire career inside of a gym. You come here to the state tournament, and all of a sudden it is just huge here.
Tommy Miles Williams gets the Wildcats on the board.
Tommy Miles Williams moving across right to left across the key, elevates up, gives himself a good look at the basket.
And answering is the big guy, Travis Yenner for 3.
52 points so far in the tournament. Now he gets a steal there as well. I saw the district championship game between Ambrose and Liberty Charter, and the pressure that Ambrose applied to Liberty Charter totally dismantled Liberty, and they were taken out of the game in the first 5 minutes of the game, and I think they lost by almost
37,
almost 40 points.
Yeah.
It was absolutely unbelievable. They were just totally disrupted.
Yeah, and I was at that game as well, and when I talked to Seth Stahlcup, the Liberty Charter coach leading into the state tournament, I told him he was at that game. He was going, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like, we were trying to give a little bit more of a speed bump there for Ambrose, but that's just how good Ambrose is. I mean, the teams we saw play, the opponents against both of these teams, it's almost like there's really not much you can do. I mean, if you just don't have the horses, you can play really, really well. And they did against them, and they still would lose by 20. I mean, that's just how these two, clearly the best teams in 1A Division I. Which is why we were hoping they would meet here in the championship to see who is the best between the two. Saving Henry, nice offensive rebound there. Gets it out to Emmett Taylor. Cross court. Tommy Miles Williams hasn't scored a lot in the tournament, but he's been in a lot of foul trouble. He's picked up 3 fouls quick in the first half in both games.
Nice baseline move right there by Tommy Miles Williams to get around Travis Yainer.
And picks
strong
up,
baseline move, gives himself an opportunity to score.
And picks up the foul on Yenner as well. So early foul on the big guy, leading scorer for Ambrose. Tommy Miles Williams. He's thinking about playing college football. He's been getting some interest from Rocky Mountain College. He's a receiver and a defensive end.
Well, he's a good-looking young man.
4-3 Lapwai. Boy, Roberts about lost it off his shoulder.
Yeah, that's a face pass right there.
Managed to hang on to it. Here's Yenner. Jackson Hughes is setting a pick for him. And quick hands there by Shaw. Cameron Shaw on the break. And Henry can't handle it in the lane as it was right around his ankles. And we go the other direction.
Shaw picked him up out of the corner of his eye and tried to lead a pass, but couldn't get that connected.
Easton Beck, the lone player to have a dunk in the 1A D1 tournament this year. And that was in the semifinals last night.
I wouldn't mind seeing that again today.
He did it in a crowd as well. He did it with authority, so it wasn't just like a breakaway. It was a fun one to see. Yenner. And Tommy Miles Williams with a strong defensive rebound gets it to Ivory, his brother.
Good block out there by Tommy to get that rebound.
Ivory had like 11 points and 11 rebounds yesterday himself. Shaw from downtown, no. Taylor had the offensive glass for a moment, and now there's a fight for it, and held ball, alternating possession staged with Lapwai.
Nice job with the quick hands for the Archers coming around on the blind side as the rebound was taken down by Lapwai to slap that ball away.
Cameron Shaw was one of their leading scorers in game 1. I tell you what, there's like 6 different guys can be the leading scorer for this Lapwai team. It's just your leading scorer, one of the leading scorers off the bench was Amani Mitchell in game 1. Didn't even score in game 2. Didn't matter. They still win by 20-some points and scored 80 points.
You know, and it's a matchup nightmare. We were talking about that a little bit before. What do you do? Who do you game plan for when you got this guy scores 20, this guy scores 18, this guy scores 25?
Yeah.
You can't stop just one person. Yainer, if you stop Yainer, you're going to put a serious hurt on the Archers.
That's absolutely right. Jackson Hughes, his first 3 attempt is off the mark, and Cameron Shaw comes the other way.
The only problem is nobody stopped Yainer yet.
Give and goal to Shaw, just a little strong off the glass. Here's Jackson Hughes. Getting ahead to Roberts. Oh, I think Roberts would have caught it, but Beck was reaching back behind him, thought the ball was for him.
Yeah, Beck taps his chest, says, that's me. I don't even think he saw Roberts. He thought that pass was for him, and it was thrown behind him, and he went for it. You can't fault him for that, just tipped it out of bounds.
Tell you what, this is an amazing crowd here for a 1A state championship. I mean, both sides of the lower bowl here are nearly full. And, you know, they just don't have the population basis to draw from here as you do in the larger schools. So great turnout here for both teams. And traveling the call on Tommy Miles. Well, no, a foul. They call a foul on him. Randy Wynn, the official.
I thought he might get that travel call before he got the foul, but no, it's pretty close. I like the call. When you're out of control like that and you're banging into bodies, you're going to get that charging call.
The officials in the game are Randy Wynn and Chris Waitley. They're the guys in the stripes for this championship game. Easton Beck from way downtown, no. Ivory Miles Williams the rebound.
Beck can hit those, but he just misfired right there.
Amani Mitchell in the game. His sister's on the state championship girls basketball team that was here 2 weeks ago. And Mitchell will go to the line.
And Mitchell with a little steal there, and I like that. He's on the baseline, Joe. He gets the steal. What does he do? He faces up at the basket and immediately goes into attack mode.
Foul's on Easton Beck. That's his first. Second team foul. And the two big guys each have 2 quick fouls on them here in the first quarter. Actually, about halfway through the first quarter. Your score's 4-3 Lapwai. Make it 5-3. Amani Mitchell.
I like the name Easton for a ball player. Only if he plays baseball. Has an Easton bat in his hand.
And Mitchell 2 for 2. The lead is 6-3 Lapwai. Travis Yenner up top, handling the ball, and gets the ball stolen by Cameron Shaw. Shaw puts it up and good.
If Travis Yenner has a weakness, it's that he dribbles up high, and if you can blindside him or weak side him, as happened there, and he can lose that dribble.
So defensively, it's Lapwai who's getting steal after steal here, and it's making a difference, big difference here in the first quarter. Great look inside for Tommy Miles Williams. Timeout, Ambrose, it's 10-3 Lapwai.
The Great Northwest is an amazing place to travel, and right here in north central Idaho is the best place to start. The Clearwater River Lodge gives you all the amenities you need and want in one place. Located on the Nez Perce Reservation along the beautiful Clearwater River and just 4 miles outside Lewiston. You could book a room at our hotel, eat a fabulous meal at Kakit Restaurant, relax in the lounge, or take in a big name concert. Book your stay today at crcasino.com, the Clearwater River Lodge. Let's go Wildcats. Good luck from the Canvas Express store in Winchester, Idaho, off of Highway 95. And Gem Electric is proud to support all Lapwai athletics. Wants to wish the boys good luck in the state tournament. Go Wildcats. Joe.
Well, I've identified pretty much everybody but the voices that you're hearing. Glenn Jones on color. I'm Joe Hughes. I do the athletic marketing at the College of Idaho. Matt Harris is helping with the broadcast and a bunch of the technical stuff. And the IdahoSports.com guru running about 7 cameras right now is Paul Kingsbury.
The King Kingsbury and Hurricane Harrison helping us out here.
Glad you're joining us, and always a pleasure working with the great guys here at IdahoSports.com. Travis Yenner, the defensive rebound. Ambrose looking out of sorts a little bit here in the first quarter, which is something that we have not seen throughout the tournament.
They're having the tables turned on them. This is usually what they do to their opponents.
Absolutely. And Lapwai really does this better than anybody in the state. They get you playing their tempo, and they just throw you out of your game. Great look inside to Amani Mitchell.
Imani Mitchell doing it on the offensive end for Lapwai, building up the biggest lead they've had enjoyed in the game.
12-3 is the Lapwai lead. Yenner from way downtown nails it.
If he's in the arena or if he's in a gym, I think he's open.
Well, he accounts for all 6 points that the Archers have on the board, and is from 3-point range. Amani Mitchell, the offensive foul. Yenner took the charge.
Yenner plants himself, and Amani Mitchell has to split the defense there, Joe. And when you split the defense, you got to keep your eyes on what you're doing. He does not see Yenner and smashes right into him, picks up the offensive foul.
Damia Shai checks in off the bench for Ambrose. And taking a seat is Jack Roberts. Yenner bringing the ball up. Didn't do a lot of that in the quarterfinals and semifinals. Jackson Hughes trying to get untracked from 3-point range, misses his second one. Ivory Miles Williams, right-handed, he's a left-handed shooter. And Yenner comes out with it again. Here's Christensen, he's also left-handed. And he goes with the reverse left hand.
He goes left side, right side, and puts it up with his dominant hand off the glass. What an athletic move. Nice shot.
That was impressive. And the sophomore was our player of the game last night in the semifinals. He had an excellent game. Had about 18 points. And Ivory Miles Williams and one.
Lapwai shooting 72% in the tournament for their free throws. That's a pretty good clip, and they're going to need that throughout the entire afternoon.
Foul was called on Ethan Christensen. That's his first 13 foul.
Pretty clean game so far, just under a minute, only 5 fouls total, 3 by Ambrose and 2 by Lapwai.
14-8 is the Lapwai lead. There was a momentary 3-2 Ambrose lead, and since then it's been all Lapwai. They're the state runners-up of the year ago, lost by 4 points to Prairie. Their district mates out of District 2.
When Travis Jenner attacks the basket, he draws a lot of attention, and as the Lapwai defense collapses, he finds Easton slashing down the center of the lane there. Lapwai is able to regroup, foul him, deny the shot. Now he's going to have to make him the hard way through the free throw.
And taking a seat will be Tommy Miles Williams, who just picked up his second foul. So true to form, he ends up getting in foul trouble and having to sit down for a chunk of the first half here, as Beck will get another free throw.
We may not see him till at least halfway through period 2.
And 14-10, lead is down to 4. Again, the Wildcats from Lapwai so deep, though, that you lose a starter, you've got a couple others that would easily take over. Courage Lone Bear is in the game. He's wearing number 23, one of the headbands, and Christensen for 3.
Boy, credit Yenner to get that ball back. Lost it momentarily, gets it back and finds Christensen in the corner. Oh, man, oh, man.
Another offensive foul called on Amani Mitchell. That's his second. It's amazing that Mitchell's even playing in the tournament because he tore his ACL playing football this season. Put him out the rest of the football season, and he battled back from a torn ACL, reconstructive surgery, to make it back towards the end of December.
Wow, that is just a testament to the doctors and the rehabilitation prowess of that young man.
Boy, and being committed to the rehab. That's the end of the first quarter, and the Lapwai lead is but 1. 14-13 here in the 1A Division I Real Dairy Shootout Championship.
Let's go Wildcats. Good luck from the Nez Perce Express store in Lewiston, Idaho. Valley Foods, Valley Gas, and Donald's Family Dining are proud to support the Lapwai Wildcats. Our service is top-notch and provides Lapwai and surrounding communities with the kind of product you expect from your hometown grocery, gas station, and restaurant. We are proud to be a major part of Lapwai. Thank you for your support, and go Wildcats. Don't get stuck in the mud. Call Boyer Gravel in Lapwai. They deliver where you can pick up your gravel. They have driveway gravel, base rock, and decorative rock. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5. Call them today at 208-843-2551. Lapwai, Idaho, and go Wildcats.
Hey, Paul Kingsbury, I'm gonna see if maybe you can catch the backs of those jerseys that the Lapwai's wearing. I can't find Larry Boyer in the crowd, but these jerseys have some significance. See the JB on the tops of those as we come back to the action on the court there. JB stands for Judy Boyer, who was the deceased spouse of Larry Boyer. She passed away a couple years ago, but they donated the new uniforms to both the women's and men's programs at Lapwai. And so they put her initials on the backs of their jerseys. Larry never missed a game. Over practically 2 decades, would never miss a Lapwai game, home and away. And Larry was here, and last year they unveiled these uniforms in this very game at the championship game a year ago, and just brought tears to Larry Boyer's eyes to see the initials of his longtime spouse on the backs of these jerseys. And they lost that game. They lost that game by 4 points to Prairie, but they have not lost it since then.
That's a great story, and just a testament to the dedication and the tribute to a fine lady who took in so many games. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, and Rebecca Miles is a graduate of Lapwai. She's known Judy for, she said, pretty much her whole life. Told me how important they have been to the community, and just what a neat testament that is, as you mentioned there, Glenn, to memorialize her in that way.
And her name carries on.
Carries on, yeah.
Every game. She's still at every game.
And Larry never misses a game. He's still Foul on Ivory Miles Williams. That's his first personal 15 foul. And Easton Beck is back at the line where he's 2 for 2. You can give Ambrose their first lead if he makes both of these, since it was 3-2 early on. And money from the line, 4 for 4 for the senior. It's 15-13 or 14.
Ambrose showing that they're not going to go away, not going to be intimidated by this high-octane run-and-gun offense of Lapwai.
Courage Lone Bear too strong off the glass. Beck comes away with it. Big 6'4" senior down to the 6'7" senior. Lone Bear's matching up with him, Jackson Hughes. He's got Cameron Shaw on him. Lone Bear's going to get the foul.
Nice switch by Lone Bear there, just a bit aggressive as he comes face-to-face with Hughes and causes the foul.
Courage Lone Bear, another player who could easily be starting on this team. He's been injured quite a bit during the season. They weren't sure he was even going to make the trip. They ended up doing so. Jackson Hughes, the floater, no, and Ivory Miles Williams gets it out to Shaw.
Nice job getting rid of that shot. Couldn't bring it to fruition, but quick hands to get that shot up.
Boy, runners on both ends don't end up falling. Christensen now, the sophomore, gets it off the hands of Ashai out of bounds to Lapwai.
Dami Ashai has crashing from the left side. Point-blank pass, one he probably should have caught. He wants that back because he had a clear avenue to the basket for 2 points, but it is denied.
This is Cameron Shaw with the ball. Get it over to Savion Henry's back in the game. Great pass to Courage Lone Bear, who gets the bucket.
Nice job by Henry keeping his eyes open and his options open as well. Finds his partner crashing from the backside. Courage Lone Bear, boom. Good pass, 2 points.
Savion Henry's one of those players out there. Is a little bit quiet, kind of more serious maybe than some of the playful teammates he has, but he is one of the hardest workers they have on the team. Boy, Christensen is looking good.
Changes his hand, dribbles with his left, changes over to his right to get the ball up over the defenders. Nice athletic move.
Ethan Christensen, just a sophomore on this Ambrose team, one of their best players. Cameron Shaw gets the cross-court pass. He's going to drive the shoulder down. They say on the floor. I believe they're going to call Jackson Hughes on the foul. Indeed it is. His first 14 foul. That's Courage Lone Bear with the headband. That's Ivory Miles Williams with the headband. Savion Henry, the turnaround one-hander, rolls in.
Yeah, that circled inside the rim there about 2.5 times before it went down. That's like a diving move from the platform in the Olympics.
We've got that 1 point difference between these two teams where they're just trading the lead back and forth, which is exactly what we expected between these two. Oh, big time three by the big guy, Yenner.
You got to get up in his grill and try to disrupt that shot. If you give him an open look like that, he is deadly. You said about a 70% clip inside the three-point arc, 50% from beyond the arc. That guy's a shooter.
Courage Lone Bear answers with a three.
Yeah, Lone Bear with a pump of the fist, man. He is jacked for this game.
And back-to-back threes mean they keep trading the lead.
That kind of picks you up when you get back-to-back trays, huh?
Fouls on Shaw. That's his first personal, 17 fouls. So Ambrose will be shooting free throws the rest of the way here. Jackson Hughes looking for his first points of the game and rattles home the free throw to tie it at 21.
Jackson Hughes, 29 points coming into this game, so he has contributed to the Ambrose success in the tournament.
And in and out on the second one. Tied at 21 it remains. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Lapwai players have scored in the game so far. 4 players for Ambrose.
Great sportsmanship when these guys are hitting the floor, both Lapwai and Ambrose, right there to help up their opponents, going, Hey, nice job. Get up. Let's do it again.
You know, that's one of the things that we've seen the whole tournament as well from both of these clubs. You know, and you're beating a team by 20-some points, but they're always helping the other guys up. Fouls on Ivory Miles Williams, his second 18 foul.
I coach with a guy in football, Darren Corpus, who's preached, knock the crap out of the guy, knock him down, help him up, pat his back, say good job, and then go out there and knock him down again.
Actually, they may have called that on Courage Lone Bear. Not certain. Looks like it was 23 up on the board. As away with it comes Lapwai with another turnover. Cameron Shaw, he can really get hot from the outside. Courage Lone Bear, and one!
Oh, what a nice bounce pass into Lone Bear, who knows what to do with the ball when he gets around the basket, and he is contributing here in big time today.
Second foul on Easton Beck, the 15th foul. And the three-point play opportunity for Lone Bear can give his Wildcats a three-point lead.
Lone Bear doing a fantastic job on the boards throughout the tournament, contributing offensively as well, but he missed the free throw there.
Cameron Shaw saves it off of the leg of Christensen, and Lapwai will retain possession.
Heady move down there. We see that a lot. These guys going out of bounds, they try to leap it inbounds, grab the ball, turn around, and fire it off a defender, and it worked there.
Yeah, great hustle play by Cameron Shaw. It's not that big, but was getting his hands on the offensive glass and keeping it alive there. Ivory Miles Williams over to Cameron Shaw. Quick pass to Savion Henry from the baseline. No. Jackson Hughes gathers it.
Extra rotational pass usually works. Did not that time for the Wildcats.
Working around the horn, Travis Yenner. All he has done is hit three-pointers. He's got 9 points. And taken away by Savion Henry. Just ripped it out of his hands. And on the other end, it was Jackson Hughes doing the same thing.
Yeah, doing the same thing, but that time not only ripped out of the hands, but thrown way out of bounds as it rolls underneath or back towards the backdrop. Yeah. The IHSAA Real Dairy
the
sign.
Ball has left the building.
Elvis is here, but the ball is not.
Now if we can spot him in the crowd somewhere.
Boy, you know what? Good luck today, because this crowd is filling up, and there's people coming in all the time. It's a great showing right here early in the Super Saturday tournament.
Easton Beck with the glass for Ambrose, trailing by 2. That's Ivory Miles Williams who's matching up with him. Courage Lone Bear is on Yenner now. Yenner dribbles it out of bounds.
Yeah, I saw that. He's just dribbling there. And this floor, Joe, has some lively spots in it. We saw it all throughout the 5A tournament. You're dribbling. Next thing you know, the ball's up high. If you can keep your hand on top of that, you're not going to get a carry. That one was so high, it got away from Yenner out of bounds.
You know, on that end of the floor, during the D2 championship game ahead of this, during some of the free throws, when they would be bouncing to the free throw, had a weird thud sound, you know?
Sometimes it's really lively. Sometimes it doesn't come quite as high.
Cameron Shaw, the basket. He's got 4 in the game. It's a 4-point lead.
Nice 360 move by Shaw, showing some athleticism.
Travis Yenner out to Jackson Hughes, who's way beyond the three-point range and comes up short. Ivory Miles Williams gets it over to Savion Henry. Turnaround from beyond the free throw line. Jackson Hughes gets it.
Trying to figure out these rims here at the background. We've had seen a couple shots fall short here this morning.
Yeah, the only one's really had the outside hand is now the guy with the inside hand, Travis Yenner.
Yeah, Travis Yenner, he has eyes like an eagle outside for that rim. I don't think he could be out in the middle of the ocean and throw those things down from 25 feet.
Just a fantastic player, just does a little bit of everything. I think led the team in steals last night.
God, he has block shot, he has steals, and he has averages a lot of assists per game too. This guy, can't say enough about Travis Yenner for the Ambrose Archers.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, Yenner is a guy who just does everything for the team, which is why it's always important for him to be on the floor at all times unless he's in foul trouble. Gets the rebound there. Savion Henry gets it away. Courage Lone Bear, and what's the call? Traveling.
You know, what I like about Lapwai, you know, Ambrose has Yenner, obviously, and he has a good supporting cast as well. But you look at Lapwai, they shuffle players in and out. 8, 9, 10 players play, and everyone contributes.
Yeah.
And they're always looking for the extra pass, trying to get somebody open for a shot, and they've had success with that.
Boy, you're absolutely right on that extra pass, and it's something that we saw all tournament long, and just great court vision by all the players, and always looking for a teammate.
An unselfish play. It's unbelievable to watch that.
Yenner no from the free throw line, and Amani Mitchell, who's back in the game, gets the rebound. Gets it over to Sabota, who's in the game, and that's another right-handed shot put up there by Ivory Miles Williams. Give it to Yenner, trailing by 2. Three-pointer up by Christensen, no. And we're under a minute to play here in the first half.
Good quick release and cleared glass again by Beckman. He's been a beast on the boards for the Archers in this game in the first half.
Cameron Shaw, boy, looked at that three-pointer, and I believe they're going to whistle. I didn't see who the foul was called. Christensen is the foul. That is his second.
We got Zach Wilson in the game. Quick shout out to Zach Wilson. He's involved in his 3rd state tournament in a calendar year. He was there at lacrosse last year for Ambrose. He was a member of Rocky Mountain's state championship football team this year. Goes to Ambrose. They don't have a football team. His first free throw is good. So he plays for Rocky state championship there, and now he's in a state championship game in basketball. It's a familiar territory for Zach Wilson.
That is awesome. I did not know that about him.
Well, he's a friend of my family, so I know.
Way to share that with the guys doing the 1A D1 tournament there, Glenn. Appreciate that.
Stellar effort there, Glenn. Good job.
You know what? I was putting that one in my back pocket, and I just found out from his mom about the lacrosse one just before this game. Otherwise, I would not have the full story myself.
Oh, man. Are you sure he's not on the chess club or something like that? He might have had another one.
He's a great young man.
Amani Mitchell. 28-23 now, the lead.
That little pressure defense by Ambrose opens up the backside, the weak side, if you will, for 2 points for the Wildcats.
Yenner from way. Oh, nailed the three at the buzzer!
No way! Wow.
Oh, my.
Wow.
The 4-3 of the half for Yenner, and it cuts the lead to 2 at the break. Oh, my. What a... Woo.
Let's take a look at that one.
Matt Harris giving us the game stream's instant replay just before the buzzer sounded. 2, 4, 6, 4 3-pointers and 14 points in the half there for Travis Yenner. Hey, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with some more halftime on IdahoSports.com after this.
IdahoSports.com's presentation of the 2016 1A Division I Real Dairy Shootout. The State Basketball Championships is brought to you in part by the Idaho High School Activities Association, serving the youth of Idaho since 1925. The United Dairymen of Idaho, where good comes from. Agriservice, together we drive agriculture forward. Cable One, TV, phone, and internet. It's just common sense. Subway, eat fresh. Valleywide Cooperative, let us help you. The College of Idaho, celebrating 125 years of excellence. And by Westmark Credit Union, everything you need.
The Great Northwest is an amazing place to travel, and right here in north central Idaho is the best place to start. The Clearwater River Lodge gives you all the amenities you need and want in one place, located on the Nez Perce Reservation along the beautiful Clearwater River and just 4 miles outside Lewiston. You could book a room at our hotel, eat a fabulous meal at the Kawit restaurant, relax in the lounge, or take in a big-name concert. Book your stay today at crcasino.com. And don't get stuck in the mud. Call Boyer Gravel in Lapwai. They deliver where you can pick up your gravel. They have driveway gravel, base rock, decorative rock. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5. Call today at 208-843-2551. They are in Lapwai, Idaho, and go Wildcats. Valley Foods, Valley Gas, and Donald's Family Dining are proud to support the Lapwai Wildcats. Our service is top-notch and provides Lapwai and surrounding communities with the kind of products you expect from your hometown grocery, gas station, and restaurant. We are proud to be a major part of Lapwai. Thank you for your support. Go Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats. Good luck from the Nez Perce Express store in Lewiston, Idaho. Gem Electric is proud to support all Lapwai athletics and wants to wish the boys good luck in the state tournament. Go Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats. Good luck from the Camas Express store in Winchester, Idaho, off of Highway 95. Thank you to all of our sponsors who help bring these webcasts to you, and I hope you're enjoying this one.
All right, thank you, Glenn. You want to hit the inbox?
Let's hit it right now. Here we go. Okay, so we got a shout out. Says play with your heart, have fun, and bring back the state title. Saying good luck. Also, shout out to the seniors and the rest of the team. You guys got this. Go Lapwai. I'm cheering you guys on from home. That's from Taylor. As well, I'd like to send a shout out from the Highland Boys basketball team and Coach Weeks. Thanks for your support of our program. Good luck and play your game. I'm guessing that going to Lapwai.
Yep.
As well. Good luck, boys. Go Wildcats. That's from Lapwai's Special Forces crew. Mrs. K, Mrs. Johnson, and Mr. Bovard. And we've got Let's Go Lapwai. Start shooting the lights out like you can. That's from O'Shea. And good luck, Lapwai. Watching in Mission, Oregon. That's from Shauna. Thank you.
All right, how about some halftime stats, Glenn?
All right, let's start with the Ambrose Archers. We got Jackson Hughes, 1 point. He made one free throw on 2 attempts. Ethan Christensen, 7 points. Travis Yenner leading everybody with 14 points. He was 4 of 6 from beyond the three-point line. And rounding out the scoring, Easton Beck with 4 points. He got those on 4 attempts from the free throw line. 8 of 27, 29% from the field. 5 of 14, 36% beyond the three-point line. 5 of 6, 83% from the free throw line. And now for the Lapwai Wildcats. Tommy Miles Williams, 6 points, had that foul trouble, sat down, never came in again. Imani Mitchell, 7 points, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Cameron Shaw, 4 points. Courage Lone Bear, 7 points. He missed his only free throw. Ivory Miles Williams, 2 points. He missed his only free throw as well. And Savion Henry, 2 points. As a team, they are 11 of 29, 38%, 1 of 4 from beyond the arc, 25%, 5 of 8, 63% from the free throw line. A couple of stats. Lapwai has 10 points off of turnovers. Ambrose 3. Lapwai 14 points off the bench. As expected, Ambrose none. There's your halftime stats. They are provided by Camas Express Store and Gem Electric.
Well, those points off the bench for Lapwai, Imani Mitchell and Courage Lone Bear, each with 7, and each of them could be starting for this team, so no surprise there. You know, this team's averaging over the season. Ambrose averaged, their margin of victory was 28 points a game.
Right.
Lapwai's margin of victory, 25 points a game. The close game that they had, both of these teams in the quarterfinals, one was a 19-point game. Ambrose's close game was a 20-point game. So it makes sense that we're at a 2-point game with these two teams because they really seem to be the only two teams capable of beating the other team.
Lapwai a 12-3 run in this game in the first half. Other side, Ambrose, a 12-2 run.
Yes.
8 lead changes, 3 ties.
8 lead
1
changes,
versus 2. This is a classic matchup. You know, we're not going to have a 28-point game here. No one's going to run away with this. This is going to come right down to the wire.
Lapwai with the 2-point lead. And getting a hand on it was Christensen, Ethan Christensen. And Ivory Miles Williams gets it out to Emmett Taylor. He's just a sophomore, big tall kid. And I think he had 19 points in one of our previous games in the tournament. Again, it's like any of these players can really start just knocking down shots and find themselves in double digits.
Yeah, Emmett Taylor, 16 for 39 in the tournament.
Easton Beck off the mark. Christensen offensive board. And an offensive foul called on Christensen. That's trouble. That's his 3rd.
Little arm bar to gain some separation, and he goes there for his fadeaway. You should not get a foul on a fadeaway. Just do that drop step elevate. That time he did a little arm bar to get the separation and got called for it. And here we got some more of that moisture on the court.
I don't know how it was for you at Valley View, but over for us at Meridian, it seemed like the officials were wiping off the ball, wiping up the court, every possession seemingly. But I wasn't sure if that was the same case in other venues as well. That's what it was for us over at the 3As.
Well, at the 1A D1s, they weren't wiping the floor very often, but when they did, at least it looks like it's a new towel here. The one over at Valley View, if you were using one towel for all of the sites, I think it ended up at Valley View.
Wow.
That's a lovely visual. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
I'm like, do we have anything that's white? Travis Yenner gets the scoring going for Ambrose, ties the game at 28.
Yeah, he does everything. He gets a steal, turns around, then goes coast to coast, and everybody just let him go. He's part of the Red Sea there, did Travis Yenner.
I forget what game it was. We actually did try to get a shot of the towel. It was bad.
I like that.
Three-point shot from Cameron Shaw.
Cameron Shaw averaging 14 points a game coming into this. Shows you why.
Yeah, he is a great shooter, and he's also one of those kids that always looks for that extra pass as well, but will definitely shoot it when he's open. Easton Beck over to Travis Yenner. Ball fake. Roberts on the baseline and turns it over. Here's Shaw on the break. Oh, and Jackson Hughes almost took it away. Didn't get enough to get the jump ball. Alternating possession to Ambrose.
That looked just sort of choppy as he's coming down there trying to complete that play at the end, which allowed Ambrose to tie it up, and they get the arrow and the possession now.
That's a second quick hands play by Jackson Hughes in the game when it looked like potentially for a basket. Ethan Christensen is in foul trouble. 3 fouls. Travis Yenner now. Christensen. Yenner. He's been hot from out there and does not get it. Can't tie it up. Ivory Miles Williams. Brother Tommy back in the game. He had 2 fouls in the first half and sat for pretty much all of the second quarter. Cameron Shaw for 3. Yes!
Oh, nice pass right there from Tommy Miles Williams to pick up the assist, knocking down the outside shot.
Jackson Hughes, little runner off the glass, answers.
Well, to get that so high off the glass because the Lapwai defense was extended.
Emmett Taylor can't find the 3, but Savion Henry is there for the rebound. Shaw had a momentary double team, gets it out to Savion Henry. He can hit the 3 as well. And they'll set the offense. Ivory Miles Williams to brother. Trying to work it back inside to Ivory. Shaw puts up another 3, almost had it off the glass, and Beck gets it to Yenner. Yenner, big bounce pass to Roberts. Left hand too strong.
Oh, too strong. Nice pass there by Yenner. A strong bounce pass, about 2/3 the length of the floor.
Savion Henry the fadeaway.
Henry, a nice move along baseline, elevates it up, gets an open 10-foot jump shot.
36-30. Biggest lead of the game was 9 for Lapwai at that 12-3 mark early on. Called on the floor against Cameron Shaw. That's his second. First team foul against Lapwai in the second half. Dami Ashai checks in for Ambrose. Taking a seat is Christensen, who has 3 fouls.
Ethan Christensen averaging 7 boards. They're going to, Ambrose is going to need that because right now, Lapwai enjoys about a 7 advantage in rebounds. And there's Yenner, gets a nice little shot. That was inside the 3-point line, was not?
It was.
Yeah, but he gets knocked down. He'll have a chance to make it a 3-point play as he gets knocked down and standing at the free throw line.
Tommy Miles Williams, that's his 3rd. In comes Courage Lone Bear. And Savion Henry looked like he was coming out. Now it's going to be Tommy Miles Williams coming out, and Yenner can complete the 3-point play here to cut the lead to 3.
1/3 of Lapwai's rebounds today. offensive stop it, or defensive stop if you don't protect weak side. Emmett Taylor right there to exploit that weakness on the Archer defense, get a rebound and put it back up and in. Just as we were talking, offensive rebound, second chance points, boom.
Savion Henry gets the foul. It's his first personal third-team foul. Easton Beck is 4 for 4 from the line in the first half. 7 points for Beck in the game, and front irons that one. Monty Mitchell back in the game for the Wildcats. He was one of the leading scorers in the first half with 7 points for Lapwai. And Beck gets 1 of 2. 40-37, Lapwai. And Monty Mitchell, again, came back from the knee injury. Another injured player right there is Courage Lone Bear with the turnaround. 42-37. Jackson Hughes wanting to cut into the lead. It's back up to 5. Roberts. Cross court to Hughes, and again, this is going to be off the mark again. You can see it from here.
Yeah, you can see that being way out. Used the skip pass there to get him open, but could not bring it home.
Amani Mitchell doesn't get it. Yenner on the rebound, and he's fouled. Foul was on Cameron Shaw. That's his third. 14 foul on Lapwai. Checking in for Ambrose is Ethan Christensen back in. Number 30, Peyton Sabota for Lapwai.
This is pretty cool. Just got this into us in the inbox. As Imani Mitchell found out the opening day of the state tournament on Thursday that he advanced to the next round in the selection of the Bill and Melinda Gates Millennium Scholarship.
Wow.
The scholarship pays for a person's education through a doctorate if he chooses to pursue it.
Wow.
Accepted to the University of Arizona already.
That's great.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a full tuition scholarship that just takes you right through.
Right to a doctorate, man. That is amazing.
Yeah, that Gates scholarship is amazing.
Well, congratulations to that young man, and use that wisely and use that well.
Ivory Miles Williams picks up his second personal 15 foul. That's great to know. Travis Yenner down low. Double teamed quickly, and Mitchell got his hand on it to strip it away. Jackson Hughes trying to do the same and gets whistled for the foul this time. Jackson Hughes now with 2 fouls, 4th team foul.
Travis Yenner on that inlet pass from Brock has just takes a little bit too long to try to get that shot set up, which allows the weak side help to come over, and you know that they're going to supply heavy weak side help when he gets the ball inside the paint.
Emmett Taylor from the baseline for 3.
Emmett Taylor, smooth as silk right there. Just takes that little elevation, knocks it down. Good looking shot.
Boy, final minute of the third quarter. Got a little bit of the danger zone going here for Ambrose. So they turn the ball over on the double dribble.
I think the ref pointed, he pinned it up against his hip as he tried to move down the sideline there.
So getting very close to the largest lead of the game here for Lapwai. It was 9, it's currently at 8, it's now 10. Ivory Miles Williams.
Yeah. And that is the largest lead of the game, as you said, Joe.
7 seconds, Jackson Hughes, nice drive to the basket. And that will not count if it goes. And that is the end of the third quarter. Your score, Lapwai's 47, Ambrose 39. 8 minutes to play here to crown a champion between number 1 and number 2. We'll take a timeout on IdahoSports.com.
Just because it's truck month doesn't mean you don't save on SUVs. Drive a 2016 Escape, Explorer, or Expedition. Interest-free with 0% for 60-month financing. For a limited time, during truck month, on now at Joe Hall Ford in Lewiston. Just think of how much interest you'll save.
You're watching the 1A Division II Real Dairy Shootout. Only on Idaho's. You're watching the 1A Division I Real Dairy Shootout. Only on idahosports.com game streams. Presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the United Dairymen of Idaho.
We'd like to thank all of our sponsors: Joe Hall, Ford, Camas Express Store, Gem Electric, Nez Perce Express Store, Valley Foods, Valley Gas, Donald's Family Dining, Boyer Gravel, and the Clearwater River Lodge. Thank you very much for your support to make all these webcasts possible. Couldn't do it without you.
Final quarter of play between the top two teams in 1A Division I. 8-point lead for Lapwai and White. They've been out in front most of the game, although there's been several lead changes when they were tight there in the second quarter. Courage Lone Bear, pump fake, drives in, and offensive foul on Lone Bear as they help up Yenner, who drew the charge.
Second time Yenner has planted himself under the basket right in the middle of the key and picks up that charge again. Good job. Gets the ball back in their hands, see if they can do something with it now. We are in the final stanza. Down 47-39 are the Archers.
Ambrose need to make up a little ground here. Travis Yenner has not been getting the ball down low in the paint much at all in this game. It's been really an outside shooter. Christensen, Jackson Hughes. Now looking to post up a little bit, driving into that zone. Yenner, turnaround, good.
Emmett Taylor trying to provide the defense. He was in his hip pocket. Credit Emmett Taylor for valiant effort, but Travis Yenner, an athletic move underneath.
Ball out of bounds, stays with Lapwai. Amani Mitchell, Lone Bear. Amani Mitchell just driving the lane, puts up the shot, no. Yenner fighting for the rebound. Emmett Taylor comes out with it. No. And Easton Beck going to be fouled on the rebound. Foul called on Emmett Taylor, his first. It's the 17th foul, so Easton Beck will shoot free throws, and he's an awfully good free throw shooter, hitting 5 of 6 in the game so far.
Easton Beck leading his team in rebounding and showing you exactly why. Nose for the ball.
Timeout called on Lapwai, I believe. 47-41. Biggest lead of the game just a few minutes ago was 10 points for the Lapwai Wildcats. Again, they were in the championship game a year ago. Unlike the girls team, they're not at the state tournament every single year. Right. The girls team was here 16 years in a row. And
that's an amazing run.
It is.
When you stop and think about it, the changes that the high school goes through with a number of kids. You know, Joe, one thing I wanted to touch on here. You see plenty of times guys, male coaches have their sons on the team. Now, you react to your dad a little bit differently than you react to your mom. Well, we got Tommy Miles Williams, we got Ivory Miles Williams, and their mom's the coach.
Yes.
You always talk to your mom a little bit differently. Moms talk to sons a little bit differently.
Yeah.
That would be a unique dynamic. I would love to be a fly on the wall sometimes, see how mom talks to them when she gets them back home at the kitchen.
Rebecca Miles told me she's been a basketball fan most of her life and introduced her young lads to it when they were young of age.
I'll bet they spent a lot of time in the gym.
Beck has just been money at the free throw line. Hits the first one. And gets them both. Lead is back down to 4, 47-43. No, nearly a turnover. It is a turnover. Beck has it now. He'll stop, get it over to Roberts. Roberts to Yenner from way downtown. Off the mark. Peyton Sabota has the rebound and stolen again nearly by Yenner, and timeout called by Lapwai.
Boy, quick timeout. Good job. Heady call by the coaches there. They were about to lose ball. Call a quick timeout. just to keep that possession of that ball. Always important.
30-second timeout. Let's hit the inbox, Matt.
Yeah, a couple of shout-outs here, gentlemen. This one says, go Lapwai, we are proud of you. That's from David and Julie Seeley as well. Good luck from teacher Roxanne. Had these boys when they were in Head Start. Thank you as well. Shout-out to my two cousins, Peyton Francis and Kendall Drew. Put in work today. From your Spokane family, go Lapwai. Let's go Wildcats. Proud of you boys. Cheer loud and proud. That's from, and cheer loud and proud, Camille, our favorite cheerleader, from Frank and Noreen. And then go Wildcats. Bring that banner home from Tony and Cherie. Thank you.
They're giving it their best shot here.
We've been getting shout-outs from Coach Spencer, the girls' coach, throughout the tournament, saying, hey, there's plenty of room for another banner right next to the one we just brought home. Amani Mitchell, offensive foul.
Well, we've seen the Archers set up and get about 3 or 4 of those offensive fouls here. You're always going to get bumps and bruises in there, but boy, when you're standing there alone, you got a guy dribbling and slams right into you, you're taking it.
Amani Mitchell sits down, and Savian Henry comes back in for Lapwai. Cross court to Christensen, who's way short on the three. Easton Beck tried to go up with it, and Courage Lone Bear knocked it out of bounds.
Boy, Lone Bear says, not in my house.
Boy, very active in the paint is Lone Bear, and that was just a warning.
Is that a warning there?
I think it was a warning for Rebecca
coach?
Miles out of the, just a little bit
out of the
far
coach's
down the
box. It's kind of down there towards half court. Don't
Yep.
they all do that?
Easton, they do, seems like it. Christensen that put back, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, Christensen skying along the baseline. That three-point shot from outside gives sometimes those long, high rebounds. He's able to corral it, and he comes down. He comes from south of the border, tries a little underhand alley-oop shot, doesn't get it to go, but draws the foul.
Christensen has not shot a free throw in the game. He gets the first one. Foul is on Ivory Miles Williams, his third. It's also the 9th team foul. So it'll be the double bonus the rest of the way for the Ambrose Archers.
And Ambrose only has 4 fouls, so there's 3 more fouls before Lapwai is going to shoot, unless, of course, they are fouled in the act of shooting.
Ambrose has got the lead back down to 2 for Lapwai. Inside, and a foul called on Yenner, I believe.
Quick move underneath.
That's the second foul on Yenner, 15 fouls. Tommy Miles Williams is back in for the Lapwai Wildcats. Cameron Shaw taking the ball. They need a towel down there. Do they have a towel in the Idaho Center? They need a towel.
You know,
there's one at Valley View.
And out of this entire Cavernous Arena, you'd think we'd be able to find a towel somewhere. You'd think.
Ivory Miles Williams with the right hand, no.
Oh, point blank shot by Ivory Williams, or Miles Williams wants that right there, but could not get it to go home. He wants that shot back.
Travis Yenner.
Don't shoot a 3.
Jackson Hughes gets the screen. He'll drive into the lane, up and out of there. Yenner on the 3, no. And coming away with it is Taylor, Emmett Taylor.
Travis Yenner, not the dead eye that we're used to from the outside today here at the Ford Idaho Center.
Yeah, in the second half, he's not. First half, he was money from there. Foul called on Jack Roberts, his first 16th foul. So next Ambrose foul will put Lapwai in the 1-on-1 situation.
Travis Yenner, 5 of 11 from the floor in the first half, just under 50%. Not bad here for the Idaho Center.
Yeah. It was 4 of 6, I think, from 3 in the first half.
And 4 of 6, correct.
Christensen's going to drive the lane, kick it out to Beck for 3. Off the mark. Yenner offensive glass up, no. He hit the floor, and a steal by Beck, and he hits the 3.
Oh, Beck with a look at the crowd as he goes back down. Not successful first time. I don't care. I'll try it again. Boom, he puts it home. That's how 1 point Ambrose lead.
Timeout called. Oh my, Ambrose back in front. There is the three-point shot there by Beck that has just given Ambrose the lead after trailing in the third quarter by 10 points. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back on IdahoSports.com.
It's been America's best seller for 39 years, and it's never cost less to drive. Lease a loaded 2016 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x4 XLT for just $229 a month. You heard me right, the best truck in America for only $229 a month during Truck Month at Joe Hall Ford.
You're watching the 1A Division I Real Dairy Shootout, only on IdahoSports.com game streams. Presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the United Dairymen of Idaho.
And we're back at the Ford Idaho Center. We've got 4:27 to play here in the final quarter of the 1A Division I championship game. It is a 1 point Ambrose lead, and you hear the crowd getting into it.
Yeah, the crowd's amping it up here on both sides.
And just a huge turnout here from both communities for this game. Small schools, big crowds.
Small schools, I think the towns have emptied. They're down here. The hotels like it.
Ivory Miles Williams, a scoop, no.
Oh, I thought he bought one there. That was a nice move.
Oh, that was.
Underneath, but could not get it to come home.
Here's Christensen, the sophomore, to Yenner, the senior. Jackson Hughes, a junior. Dribble around the left into the key. Kick it out to Beck, who hit a three last time. He's off to Mark Roberts, the offensive rebound. Out to Christensen for three. And he gets it!
Yenner with the assist, gets it. Everybody thinks he's going to shoot. No, kicks it out to Christensen. Bang!
51-47, largest lead of the game for Ambrose. Answering the other way, a two-pointer for Taylor.
Yeah, Emmett Taylor showing that he can do a little mojo on offense as well as he knocks one down.
Boy, Emmett Taylor, just a sophomore. Beck does the jump stop and underneath.
Easton Beck, nice job letting two defenders fly by as he hesitates, then goes up and under on the reverse side for a nice layup. What an athletic move by Easton.
Oh, Beck. That's going to be the fourth foul on Yenner.
Well, that's 301.
I'm sorry, three on Yenner.
Oh, that's good. If it was four, anyhow, if it was four, 301, he'd have to play a little less defense, but you're not taking that kid out.
You're not taking him out. Yeah, 3:01 to play here. And going to the line, Savian Henry has not attempted a free throw. He's got 4 points in the game. That was the 17th foul. Both teams in the bonus now. Hey, there's a towel.
More wipage.
They took it from the Lapwai bench. Here, guys, you can have your towel back. Thanks.
Yeah, take it back to Valley View.
Just going to commandeer this towel here.
Add to the towel collection they had there. No, they don't. They need towels at Valley View.
Well, no one's throwing in the towel here. This game is going to come down to the very end, boys.
Right on. Savian Henry front iron, but Ivory Miles Williams, boy, almost had the and one.
Ivory Miles Williams from the inside position, the middle position rather, on that free throw line. Elevates, gets the rebound to keep it alive. Nice move.
Now it's 4 fouls on Yenner with 2:59 to go, so 2 seconds off the clock, and now he has his 4th foul.
You're still not taking him out. There's a couple seconds off, but we're under 3 minutes now. You got to keep him in.
He's just going to have to play a little bit more tentative now, though, because of his importance to the team.
Oh, yeah, he's not going to be able to get up in your face and try to block too many shots. Just go straight up and hope you don't get a body foul.
Yeah, I've got him for 21 points in the game. It's 53-50. Got to make sure he doesn't get the charge as well. You know, if he's driving down low, Roberts loses out of bounds. Lapwai with the ball, trailing by 3. 2:50 to go in the game.
That's good pressure down there by Lone Bear.
This is Cameron Shaw. And out of bounds to Ambrose.
Boy, just a miscue right there. That happened so fast, I'm not even sure what happened. Except the ball went out of bounds, and now it belongs to the Archers.
This is Christensen. Yenner. Hughes. Lapwai getting that man-to-man pressure all the way out there beyond the three-point line. Oh, nice pass. It's back. Oh, my!
My goodness! Nice wraparound pass, bounce pass by Travis Yenner. Beck completes the play. Unbelievable.
Oh, man, that's the assist of the tournament. Wow. And Beck the rebound to Yenner. And Yenner gets fouled by Henry. He's going to get 2 free throws because it's the double bonus now.
Wow, that is about as sweet a pass inside the key that you're going to see forever. You got that on replay there?
Yep, there it is.
Oh, just a great bounce pass there with the left hand, no less.
That is unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
Nice play.
And the lead is now 6 points. Damiashai checks in. Taylor takes a seat. I'm sorry, Roberts takes a seat.
Yenner did not shoot a free throw in the first half, but he's calmly sinks that one and
that
calmly
one too.
sinks that one.
Yeah, he's 3 for 3 in the second half.
Yep.
57-50 now, the largest lead of the game for Ambrose. Shaw gets it to Owen. Damiashai saves it. Gets it ahead to back, but stolen right back by Amani Mitchell. And gets it but to Yenner now, and Hughes. And a timeout called by the Archers. They want to reset this thing with 1:47 to play here in the state championship game and a 7-point lead.
Wow. You know, down 10 points was Ambrose not too long ago, and now they're up 7. 17-point switch there, Joe. Unbelievable.
Oh, we got to get to the inbox here.
Coach Spencer writes in here, says, I hear you guys. I am just busy watching and putting the nail in the wall to hang the new banner on the wall.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Coach Eric Spencer, that's awesome.
Nice job, Coach Spencer.
Oh, that's great.
That is so cool.
You know, one thing I got to tell you, the boys were in the district tournament when they played the state tournament girls down here. After Friday night's game, when the girls got in the state championship, a bunch of these boys got up at like 4:30 in the morning and drove down here and were at the state championship game and actually beat the team back so they could welcome them home that night when they came home with the state championship trophy. How about that?
Now that's integrity and dedication, things you were talking about on the keys to the game. That's what makes Lapwai the team that they are.
Yeah, that was just a great story by these guys supporting each other's teams.
Here's some shots that Ambrose would take, but now they're playing the delay game. Buck 25 and a 7-point lead.
Yeah. That's why
Lapwai's going to have to come out and do something about out here, Joe.
Yeah, and Henry should foul because he doesn't have a lot of fouls, but they don't want to foul Yenner because he's such a good free throw shooter. Not a bad idea to foul Hughes because he struggled from the field at least.
1 of 2 from the free throw line the first half. Has he done anything in the second half? Has he shot one?
He is not in the second half. He's got two baskets in the second half. And nails the first one. The junior. Foul was on Shaw. That is his 4th foul. And Hughes hits them both.
Wow, big.
59-50.
You can't keep those Jacksons down.
Henry, and one!
That might be on Yenner.
Is it on Yenner?
I think it is.
That's huge.
The foul at Yenner is out of the game. 18 foul. And that is a huge play right there.
Yeah, he can handle the rock. He can certainly shoot the ball and deadly from the free throw line, as you say, but they're going to miss him in this last 65 ticks. 7-point lead. Lapwai looking to cut into that one more time here.
23 points in the game, goes to the bench now for the game. Savion Henry. And he nails the 3-point play. The lead is 6. And a foul quickly on Jackson Hughes. He'll get 2.
That took exactly 1 second.
So Ambrose, if they make their free throws, they can pretty much win themselves a championship. But there's a lot of pressure. These are, as people like to always point out, these are high school kids. These are high school kids.
Well, they shot 72% as a team coming into this game for the tournament, Joe. This is a different situation with all the marbles under, right around a minute to play and trying to protect the lead. But boom.
Oh, Hughes has just been nailed at the line.
Yeah.
61-53. Here's Amani Mitchell. He'll drive it down, and what's the call? Looking for a help. They say block on Damia Shai.
I think at the last second there, he kind of cut back to the left, yet Ashai was just still sitting there. And technically wasn't in legal guarding position, hence the blocking call.
So Mitchell is 3 of 4 from the line. And he gets the first one. Back in for Lapwai is Peyton Sabota, the freshman, number 30, sitting down as Shaw since he has 4 fouls.
Yeah, take him out on the defensive end, see if he can put him back in on the offensive end as both free throws go down.
Leads back down to 6. Get it to Jackson Hughes. They don't want to foul him, but they end up doing so. He was just hanging on to the ball. Fouls on Sabota. That's his 3rd.
Yeah, Hughes had no way to go with that. There was nobody really around him. The nearest guy down court was Zach Wilson. He was down in the key area, so at least it stops the clock right there with 57 ticks. See if Hughes can repeat his prowess there. This is just like automatic.
It's
every free throw looks exactly the same. It snaps the net.
Sometimes I wonder if a good shooter like that just goes there and almost doesn't even need to look at it.
You see his ritual is just one bounce, pull it up, doesn't even rotate the ball, just one bounce and puts it in.
Bonnie Mitchell all the way for a quick 2.
Once again, Lapwai being down, can't afford.
Back down to 6. They got the ball into the 3-time state tournament participant, Zach Wilson. How did I know that?
And it's one of those fun facts. This is the guy you want to foul, though, right here, Joe. He's been sitting on the bench for most of the game. Only got in one time. Only in now because Travis fouls out.
Yeah.
And he's the guy you want at the line. But like you said, he's been to state tournaments 3 times in a calendar year. See what he can do with that ball.
And front iron misses.
Good for the blood, bad for the average.
Wow. See? I didn't know Gary was here.
Well, I thought he was. Well, he was here last game.
And misses them both. Ivory Miles Williams now with 42 seconds to play in the game. The lead is 6. Shaw for 3. Oh, that looked good for a long time. Ashai the rebound. He'll go to shoot 2 now. He's not attempted any free throws either.
Well, they fouled the good guys. Not a real good look, I didn't think, that time for Lapwai, but at this juncture of the game, you can't really afford to move the ball around and get good looks. Didn't really have his shoulders square up to the basket, but you can't fault that. You got to get that ball up in a hurry and give yourself an opportunity to score.
Damia Shai in and out.
After making about 6 in a row, now they've missed 3 in a row.
Now Roberts comes back in for Wilson, who will take a seat.
My guess that's probably a free throw substitution there, Joe.
Maybe, because Roberts is a starter. And Ashai misses them both. Beck got his hands on it. And alternating possession will stay with Ambrose.
And Coach Miles all the way out to half court saying that's over the back.
Over the back.
I'm not so sure. I think he went straight up. He's been always around the ball, has Easton Beck this entire game, leading the Archers in rebounds.
Boy, that was almost an amazing steal there by Amani Mitchell on the inbounds. They say he kicked it, so Christensen gets another attempt to throw in the inbounds. And great pressure by Lapwai, gets the ball back.
Nobody on the Archers moving. There's no screens trying to get anybody free. They're just trying to do it all on their own. And the defensive pressure by Lapwai there is overwhelming.
Yeah, Christensen just had nobody to get it to. Ivory Miles Williams down to Savion Henry, throws it away. And quickly fouls Easton Beck. 23.9 seconds.
So I like this. Easton jogs down. He's the first one down. He's at the line ready to go.
He's ready to shoot.
They're still meandering down. He hustles down, jogs down to get himself in ready. This guy is jacked and pumped.
You know, Easton Beck is a great story because in the quarterfinal loss last year to Prairie, he missed 2 dunks and a lay-in. And he took the loss so hard, he just really internalized it and never really got himself mentally back into that game that they lost to Prairie, and took a lot of the blame himself for losing that first-round matchup. He has come up nails in this game and had 1 dunk opportunity in the semifinals and nailed it.
There he goes.
In and out on the three-point attempt by Taylor. Henry got it up quickly, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, dangerous foul there because Henry right underneath the basket. And if you foul there and he makes it, it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Henry's 1 for 1 from the line, but the clock is the enemy now for Lapwai with just 15 seconds.
The important thing is if he makes these, you got to get that ball inbounds, which we've seen them have trouble down at the other end the last couple of times. And talking about the Ambrose Archers.
Yeah. And he hits them both, cuts the lead back down to 6, 65-59. And they'll foul Jackson Hughes. They're trying to foul Jackson Hughes, and no call.
Well, they didn't call the first 3, but they got the 4th one. Boy, over at the other end, Ethan Christensen was all alone. Never even saw him. He was all alone. He could have got that ball and dribbled for about 4 seconds.
Yeah. Cameron Shaw just fouled out of the game. The junior's season ends 11.5 seconds before his teammates on the floor.
He'll be back next year.
If it stays this way, absolutely. And a timeout, Ambrose. Woo! Tell you what, this has been down to the wire. No one's ever really got, I mean, aside from a 10-point lead by Lapwai, but Ambrose just chipped away at it, and here they are making their free throws with their star scorer on the bench here for the last about 2 minutes of the game.
We got a couple good ones in the first game in the 1A D2. Number 1 versus number 2. Number 2 upsets number 1. Here we have number 1 versus number 2. Number 1 trying to hang on by their nails.
Yeah, I mean, how good is this Lapwai team where their only losses over 2 years are essentially at the state tournament,
the state
championship game.
State championship game,
yeah.
Joe. Wow.
Talk about consistency. I mean, but that's got to be heartbreaking.
Jackson Hughes, boy, has he come up huge on the line. Huge Hughes.
Is that 7 now he's made in the last minute and a half?
7, 8.
8
now, exactly right.
Yeah. That's a great finish for Jackson Hughes.
Emmett Taylor for 3, nails it.
Emmett Taylor, I'm not giving up.
Smart play.
And just let the clock run out, couldn't stop it. That is the end of the ball game. The Ambrose Archer 67, Lapwai 62.
Wow.
Congratulations to both outstanding teams. Clearly the 2 best teams in 1A Division I meeting in this title game. And the Ambrose Archers treat their retiring coach, Ken Hosier, in his 11th season with his first state championship.
That's a permanent smile on his face.
Seniors Travis Yenner, Easton Beck, Zach Wilson, Reagan Good, Damia Shai, Matt Walsh, Jonah Clausen, Peyton Stewart, all getting their first state championship here. For
8
the
seniors, correct?
Yeah, just a ton of seniors. I mean,
heavily laden senior team.
I mean, again, why they were looking at this is the year. If we're going to do it, it's got to be this year.
It's got to be right now. Well, congratulations to both teams and the Ambrose Archers for hanging on, coming down from a 10-point deficit in the 4th quarter to win by 5.
Heck of a game. Heck of a championship contest. And really what we expected too. Hard fought and a game befitting of the best 2 teams in the state.
Yep.
Let's throw it to our public address announcer for the presentation.
Basketball tournament runner-up, the Wildcats from Lapwai High School. Coach Miles will now present the members of their squad their runner-up medals. Thank you, Coach Miles.
Yeah, go ahead and get to the bench. Get to the. Okay. Hey, line up in the order of your classes. First, I'd like to congratulate Ambrose on an exceptional game. We were told this morning that this game was the game to watch out of all the championship games. There's nothing that breaks my heart more than our goal was to win each quarter and to lose that fourth quarter. So congratulations, Ambrose. I'd like to thank the United Dairymen of Idaho for their exceptional sponsorship year after year. The Idaho High School Activities Association, your staff are exceptional. The folks at Valley View High School, thank you. You treat us first class. Appreciate it. Our administration, David Croneman and Delisa Penny Pinkham, thank you for your support. And our cheer staff, Catherine and Del Rey, thank you. My managers, Brock Jalisco Tyus, thank you. My assistant, Sean Spencer. My bookkeeper, Jade Villavicencio, my family. Most of all, I'd like to thank the Lapwai community. This is not the finish that we wanted. We worked hard all season. We thank you very much for your support, your love and support. I'll go ahead and start out with my freshman, Kendall Layton, Peyton Sabota. Good job, baby. My sophomores, Keith Kipp, this special young man, Emmett Taylor III. My juniors, Bailey Peters, Ethan Miles, Jameson Hopkins, Keenan Wheeler, Jose Ortiz, Cameron Shaw, Ivory Miles Williams, I'm sorry, honey. My seniors, Imani Mitchell, Courage Lone Bear, Savian Henry, Tommy Miles Williams. Thank you fans, congratulations. Thank you Lapwai community. There's no better place to live than Lapwai, Idaho. Thank you.
And now, the 2016 1A Division I Boys State Basketball Champions, the Ambrose Archers. Coach Hosier will present the members their championship medals.
Okay, first off, I'd like to say Soli Deo Gloria. I'd like to thank Lapwai. You guys battled hard, your whole class. We appreciate the effort you made, and thank you. Just a great opponent. Also like to thank the United Dairymen of Idaho for sponsoring this tournament. I'd like to thank the Idaho High School Athletic Association and also the Idaho Center here for putting on such a great tournament as well. I'd like to thank the Ambrose community and fans. Thank you for bringing the noise today. And I'd also like to thank coaches' wives for all that they do. Thank you. All right, so I'll go ahead and call out the players right here. First off, Ethan Christensen. Jackson Hughes. Jack Roberts. Peyton Stewart. Jonah Clausen. Matt Walsh. Reagan Good. Dami Ashe. Zach Wilson. Easton Beck. Love you too. And Travis Yenner. Again, thank you, Ambrose. Appreciate it.
And the crowning of the champions, the Ambrose Archers, their first state championship trophy and medals. Congratulations to a very senior-laden squad. And congratulations to a fantastic effort by the Lapwai Wildcats as well under Coach Rebecca Miles. And congratulations to Ken Hosier getting that long and well-deserved championship after 11 years as head coach of the Ambrose team. Let's take a look at some of our stats. Actually, first let's crown our IdahoSports.com player of the game.
IdahoSports.com player of the game, Easton Beck. 19 points, 9 of 10 free throws, team leader in 11 rebounds, a couple of steals. He did sit down for 40 seconds in that game, you know, just to give himself a little bit of rest. Congratulations, Easton Beck.
Just a fantastically played game and effort to win the player of the game award.
Let's take a look at a couple of the stats here. Tommy Miles Williams, 6 points. Emmett Taylor, 12 points. Imani Mitchell, 11. Cameron Shaw, 10. Courage Lone Bear, 9. Ivory Miles Williams, 5. And Savion Henry, 9 points in a losing effort for the Lapwai High School Wildcats. And for the Ambrose, it's a lot shorter list. Jackson Hughes, 13 points. Ethan Christensen, 12. Travis Yenner, 23, and Easton Brock, 19 points. Congratulations, Easton Beck, 19 points. Congratulations, Easton, for our IdahoSports.com player of the game. Joe, you want to close this out?
Yeah, it was a great championship game. It was fun to bring it to you. Hope you enjoyed it wherever you're watching on IdahoSports.com. Just a big thank you to the Idaho High School Activities Association, the United Dairymen of Idaho, all the great folks at IdahoSports.com, my cohort over at Valley View High School, Aaron McCree, throughout the week. And from the Idaho Center here, Glenn Jones, Matt Harris, Paul Kingsbury, I'm Joe Hughes. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good afternoon.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com game streams brought to you by the United Dairymen of Idaho. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited.